Why the way you walk through life matters. Some walk with fear in their eyes. Some rush, some hide, some wander, lost. But the Stoic, he walks with presence. He doesn't stumble blindly through the noise of the world. He moves deliberately, as if every step speaks. Because it does. In a world distracted by comfort and ego, the way you carry yourself becomes your loudest statement. The Stoic knows posture is purpose, movement is meaning. To walk the Stoic path is not simply to survive. It is to walk with direction, dignity, and quiet fire. Each movement becomes a meditation. Each moment a declaration of resilience. This is the Stoic way. A way of presence, of silent power, of deep and unshakable strength. Part 1. Walk like you are being watched. Even when you're not. A Stoic understands the power of unseen moments. He does not perform only when the spotlight is on him. He lives as if the gods, the ancestors, and his future self are always observing. Seneca wrote, "Live each day as if someone were always watching you." This isn't paranoia, it's presence. It's a reminder that integrity is proven in silence. Even when no one acknowledges your effort, you still act rightly, honourably, and with intention. How you move when no one is watching reveals everything. Your decisions, your pace, your focus. They echo in eternity. They build who you are, step by step. Walk with discipline in the dark, so that when the light returns, you are already prepared. Because your real audience is your soul, and it never looks away. Part 2. Choose the narrow road, not the easy one. The Stoic way is not crowded because it is not easy. Most will choose shortcuts. Most will trade principle for convenience. But the Stoic walks the uphill road, not because he is a masochist, but because he knows that pressure creates strength. Every difficult path is a chance to build grit. Every rejection is a sharpening. Every delay, a lesson in patience. Each step is resistance, and resistance builds form. You are being shaped with each step you take uphill. The pain isn't punishment, it's proof. Proof that you are in the arena, that you are alive, awake, and enduring. Choose the narrow road. It won't offer applause, but it will offer growth. And growth is the only thing worth chasing. The world may not notice your climb, but your soul will feel its reward. Part 3. Let your steps be silent, but your discipline. Loud noise is cheap. Anyone can shout. Anyone can pretend. Social media has made expression louder than ever, and emptier than ever. The Stoic doesn't announce his greatness. He builds it quietly, every day, without the need for validation, without waiting for claps or followers. Each morning walk, each hard decision, each time he shows up without applause. These are the bricks of real character. That is the Stoic's proof. That is his statement, not in talk, but in truth. You want to walk with power? Then build a foundation so strong it doesn't need to scream. Let your actions echo louder than your words ever could. Discipline, in its truest form, is not visible in highlights. It's built in solitude, through repetition, through silence, through resolve. What you repeat in private is what you become in public. Part 4. When you fall, rise without drama. Falling is part of the Stoic path. Even the strongest stumble. Even the wisest fail. But the Stoic never lets the fall define him. What matters is not the fall. It's how you rise. Do you blame? Or do you learn? Do you complain? Or do you correct? The Stoic rises without excuse. He doesn't turn pain into a performance. He turns it into power. Each failure is folded into strength. fall quietly, rise purposefully. The Stoics' recovery is not loud or reactive. It's steady, mindful, and full of reflection. Let your scars be silent teachers, not loud excuses. The world needs fewer victims and more examples. Let your recovery be stronger than your stumble, because the world does not define you by your fall, but by your comeback. Part 5. Walk with those who sharpen you. You are not meant to walk alone, but you are meant to choose wisely. Companionship is not just about comfort, it's about challenge. The Stoic surrounds himself with those who live by principle, not popularity, with those who speak truth, not flattery. Marcus Aurelius chose mentors who humbled him. Seneca sharpened minds in letters. Even Epictetus, born a slave, chose reason as his closest companion. If your circle makes you comfortable, it's not your circle. If they flatter, but never challenge, they're not your allies. Surround yourself with those who challenge your thoughts, elevate your vision, and demand your excellence. Those who keep you accountable in silence and support you through storms. True allies make you uncomfortable in all the right ways. They remind you of who you are and who you are meant to become. Part 6. Your walk is your legacy. At the end, no one will remember your likes, your style, your trends. These things are fleeting, like smoke in the wind. They will remember how you walked through storms. They will remember your calm when others panicked. They will remember the posture you held when life collapsed. Your walk becomes your echo in the hearts of others. Your steadiness becomes your fingerprint on this world. Legacy isn't about fame. It's about the energy you leave behind when you leave a room. Or this earth. Make it strong. Make it true. Let every step you take leave behind a message. I was here, and I walked with meaning. Part 7. Walk with inner fire, not outer noise. The Stoic walks with an internal flame that doesn't flicker based on circumstance. It burns through cold nights and quiet mornings. Crowds don't excite him. Praise doesn't distract him. Criticism doesn't break him. He is centered, and that center is earned. He is fueled from within. His compass is internal. He does not move because others cheer. He moves because his values demand it. The world outside is loud, but inside he is still. Still enough to listen. Still enough to hear truth through noise. That's the secret. That's the source. Stillness is not weakness. It's control. It's knowing that power doesn't shout. It endures. Part 8. Move slowly, but with intention. The Stoic does not rush. He does not fidget. He does not scatter. He moves with clarity, even when others move with chaos. Every step, every turn, every breath, deliberate. Every decision filtered through principle, not impulse. Because when you move with intention, you become unshakable. When your path is rooted in purpose, distractions fade. Even in chaos, you move like a mountain. Calm, focused, certain. Even when storms swirl, your steps remain aligned. Let the world run wild. You walk with direction. You walk as if your life depends on it. Because it does. Part 9. Carry invisible weight. With visible grace. Some burdens you don't get to share. Some storms you walk through alone. But the Stoic carries them anyway. Not to impress, but because it is his path. The Stoic knows this. He doesn't collapse under the unseen weight. He carries it with posture, with breath, with calm. Grace under pressure is one of the highest forms of strength. It is the quiet endurance that speaks louder than any complaint. When people say, "I had no idea you were going through that," you've walked well. Because you didn't ask for pity, you walked with poise. Wear your strength without shouting. Carry your wounds without showcasing. Walk like a warrior no one sees, but everyone feels. Part 10. Walk like it's your last day. Because it might be. No one promised tomorrow. No one promised later. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do, say, and think. Each step is a signature, a message, a memory in the making. You are writing your legacy with every stride. Don't waste it wandering. Don't waste it waiting. Live like you mean it. Walk like it matters. Walk like a man at peace with who he is. Walk like a leader, even when no one is following. Walk the Stoic way, because how you walk through life is how you'll be remembered